Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Chaotic Pubcast.
Yeah, how's it feel, you bastard?
I'm Ryan Damask. I've got my good friends, Mr. J, Jesse, and Z Diggity Zach here with me. What's going on, guys?
What up? What up? Going good, man. It's nothing much. Just coming off of a weekend of haunted houses in my world. But
were they actually
I know you weren't. I know you're not a fan, but that sounds like a fucking shit ton of fun to me.
We surprisingly had a good time. Like it was actually pleasant, and I will probably start going to them pretty regularly now. But for 10 years, I avoided them. Like I had a good time.
I'm a frequent haunted house patron at this point.
Wait, brother, was it like one of those haunted houses, like actually haunted, or was it just one of those pop-up ones?
It was a pop-up manufactured one, but they're brick and mortar. They're permanent here in Salt Lake City. But one of them, called Fear Factory, is an old cement factory. And it actually supposedly, allegedly, is haunted by actual demons. So, but you guys know my thoughts on that shit. So,
yeah. You're a hater, a non-believer.
Non-believer.
Oh, they're totally.
Blame it on the culture here. It's haunted by your guys' standards. Yes, it's haunted.
Oh, my
what
standards.
Does that mean?
My standards are non-existent.
I mean, you guys, you said you were believers.
Standards.
You said you were believers.
Oh
you
no,
believe
I'm
that
not. I'm not a believer.
I thought you believed in ghosts.
No, fuck no.
No,
I never have.
Ryan, you believe in ghosts.
I believe in the possibility for sure.
That basically means you do. You say yes.
Yeah, that means just say I believe in ghosts.
Yeah, you basically say you believe in ghosts. I believe in the possibility.
I'm just not marking anything off. I'm not saying
it's like
anything
you trying to say
exist.
I believe in ghosts without trying to say you believe in ghosts. Like if they're not true, you're just like, I never said they were. I just said in the possibility.
I am paranormally agnostic. So before we kind of hop into the episode, just a reminder to everyone out there, all our socials and our YouTube channel, as you can see, we're Chaos Included now. We got some cool new logos and stuff coming soon, as well as some new merch. Excited to get that out there. Hopefully by the time this airs, we can have a picture of it on the screen, but hey, no promises.
No promises. But
it's basically
and like, comment, and subscribe.
You're doing it again. I'm not saying we are, but in case we do, that's what I'm going to say.
I'm responsibility agnostic.
I need you to commit. Just say we're going to do it or no, yes or no.
If Marsley doesn't get done with the logo by the episode, I'll hand draw a logo to throw up there for you. I'll do it in Microsoft Paint. Yeah, with a mouse, not a drawing pad.
Oh God! Amazing.
So, She-Hulk just wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about She-Hulk?
Do you want to go first, Jay, or you want me to go first?
I liked it.
Yeah.
That's
a very non-cancelable answer.
I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. It was the ending. I was very, very confused throughout the whole last episode. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I probably enjoyed it the most out of all the episodes that I watched. Sorry, I keep gathering my thoughts because I really don't know what to say about this. I keep going. I'm doing it again. Keep cutting you off. You're to say something.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's only 2 minutes of this so far. So no, it's fine. No, I personally loved it. I love the vibe. I went in knowing it was going to be kind of more of a comedy. Like even through the trailers, I felt like it had kind of like almost a Sex and the City vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it in a sense of like it just didn't feel. I didn't feel like a Marvel production, if that makes sense. Like, but I enjoyed what it was. But it was a different Daredevil, though. It was like I felt like it was like the guy. It was Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock playing the character that he played from the Netflix show. But watching the Daredevil, spoiler alert, do the walk of shame in broad daylight, whistling to himself, compared to the guy who did the Old Boy homage hallway fight scene where his knuckles bleed, Like it was hard to kind of like have him go from one spec. But if I had one naysay about it, I thought that the whole Daredevil thing was weird. Personally, like bringing him into romantic comedy almost. I don't know. It didn't feel like Daredevil.
I've read a lot of arguments to your argument and to the opposite. And one of the ones that really kind of hit me from the opposite was like this is like Daredevil Born Again is not supposed to pick up like right where Daredevil left off. Like they were talking, this is like years have passed. He's done a lot more like internal healing and growth, and this was kind of a preview of that. I'm not saying that Daredevil Born Again is going to be this happy-go-lucky of a Daredevil. I in fact, I hope not. But I do like to remember, because I went back and rewatched Daredevil not too long ago, that it wasn't just dark and brooding and serious all the time. Like, dude had a fucking sense of humor, and like there was good humor in it. And so it's good to see him explore that some more and get to see that some more. And I think it kind of resonates in his new suit, like that this is kind of like an evolved Daredevil.
Yeah,
and that makes sense, and I can totally get on board with that. It's just I wasn't prepared for it, I guess, in a way. You know, I am kind of worried, but like, and I'm not like poo-poo. I still love and adore the MCU and everything as much as anybody else, but I have been a little worried in the direction it has been going since Thor Ragnarok. I felt like when Thor Ragnarok was such a hit, Disney and the fucking suits up there were just like, everything should be freaking hilariously haha. And then Thor Love and Thunder came out, which I liked, but I agree with Jay. There are way too many goat sounds after watching it a second time. And now I feel like as much as I love that it was a legal comedy and I was enjoying it for what it was, I just feel like, and on top of that, it wasn't the same Abomination either. Like it was like, how do you like? Yeah, he went through growth too, but like the Abomination was kind of derpy too.
Also, the size difference between him and the Hulk. Oh my goodness.
That's always been that. Yeah, I felt like that was like that in the Norton one too.
No, he was a little bit bigger. I mean, yeah, he was. Abomination was bigger than Hulk in that one too, but not by that much.
Yeah,
like this is a lot.
He also didn't have his trademark fins in the other one, but now he does. But I attribute that to his condition evolving. You know. But,
yeah, that's the whole. That's the thing that Marvel or Feige will probably never explain, right? Like, what happened to the Incredible Hulk? Why are we hiding it from everything? Why are we Why are we barely starting to acknowledge that movie existed?
I saw some rumors going around that there was talks about bringing Edward Norton in the last episode. It's not like confirmed rumors or anything like that.
The last episode of what?
Of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm kind of explaining like why Abomination hasn't like noticed he's fighting someone different. And so there was like, I don't know if it would be like a multiversal thing or what, but I'm kind of glad they didn't, if that was in talks. As I feel like that would have complicated a very confusing episode even more.
I mean, if they ended it the way they did, I think it would have been fine. When she literally just alternate, it just changed the ending.
There was something incredibly meta about it, and I wasn't necessarily confused by it. The only thing that confused me by it is the narration at this point has become unreliable to me. So, like, is this in her head? Did this actually happen, and it's now canon that the fourth, like, that they just know about Disney? And
I mean, I think it depends on the characters. I think because certain characters just do that, and I can reference the comics all day, but I never read the comics, so I'd be a fraud by referencing it. But I watch and hear people talk about the people I hear talk about have read the comics, and they always say that She-Hulk fourth wall breaks in the comics all the time, and she does this and that. And same thing with Matt Murdock. He's comedic in the comics. People don't know that he's a really funny guy, prankster. And then they have the people that. So I think it's just certain characters just. Maybe it's like a hidden ability of theirs.
Yeah, I'm with you. Though. It is a little confusing though, right? Because when we talk about like Deadpool, when he breaks the fourth wall, he's talking
to the viewer,
to the real world. And if he goes into the real world, it's the real world. She-Hulk breaks into this fourth wall, and like, we know there's not a Kevin, right? And
yes,
like,
there is. That's canon now. Real life and in MCU. Yes, there is.
But you know what I mean? Like, she's like breaking into the fourth wall into the real world, and then it's like not the real world. So it's like, it's a little bit different. Don't get me wrong. I loved her going in there and talking to Kevin. Like, I thought that shit was hilarious. I was laughing, and I remember saying, like, right after the episode, in our chat, that like, that was a proper fourth wall break, versus all the like little cheesy ones we've seen up till now, that it was just like, that just kind of felt forced. This one was like, okay, this one was pretty awesome.
That means we're MCU canon now, right?
We are technically, we are canon in the MCU now.
Yeah. I will say that I heard a lot of people that didn't like the finale. And I'm mixed on the show as a whole. I mean, definitely leaning towards, like, I enjoyed it a lot, but I did, some of the ending really resonated with me, that like, yeah, this guy, shit, help me out. The bad guy, the leader of intelligence.
Oh,
Todd, I think
Todd. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That, like, yeah, he's just a piece of shit, and he doesn't have to be super powered to be an evil son of a bitch.
He's just a incel on the internet.
Yeah, and so you don't have to give him Hulk powers to make him the big bad guy. Him just being a total tool and evil piece of crap makes him the bad guy. I mean, like,
the real villain were just the males.
So, like, yeah, and one thing I can tell you about that, to touch on that, Jay, that I actually really liked is when I say the meta of the show, they were so meta with it, is they called out in the episode exactly what they were going to be made fun of about when it aired. And then sure as shit, on Twitter, I witnessed it live, all the fucking incels tweeting, being like, can't believe it, they just hate, like, the females, which they're just so meta about making fun of.
That's the thing, man. Like, they produced this show, right? It's not like a sitcom where it gets aired episode by episode. Here they did the whole show in one go and exactly knew how they were going to react to each episode. Like, they already that's fucking meta.
So, love the show or hate the show, it was an incredibly smart show.
Oh yeah,
like it was, and I personally was on the side of loving it. I thought, and Tatiana Maslany is gorgeous, and I love her, and she's perfect. So, like, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. But I do understand the gripes with it. My gripes were the Daredevil. I do think the MCU needs to be careful about how campy they make things. But
so are they a couple now?
I think so.
We'll see.
Will she come out in Daredevil?
I would not doubt it at all. I will say my rating is probably a little lower than yours, simply because, and the funny thing is, my critique, they call out in the last episode, which was like, it took so long to get a plot of like what this show is about. And in the last episode, she's like, what is this show about? She was like, is this just like a me accepting to be a hero or what? And I'm like, that's what I'm saying.
You said that in the Discord chat. I saw you say that. It's like the show has no plot. And
it just seemed to be taking so long to figure out what it was trying to do. Like, is she really gonna sit here and brood about being a Hulk for 8 of the 10 episodes? Like, is that really what our plot is? Is her just dealing with getting Hulk powers? And that's still kind of my critique. I mean, it built up into something a little bit better in the last little bit, and there was fun stuff along the way that was definitely enjoyable, but I don't know, it felt like it didn't really know where it was going for most of the time.
I'm just disappointed Vin Diesel didn't come out at the end. I was fully expecting him to come out in that family reunion, make a speech about family.
I will say, I've seen a lot of hate on Scar's design, and I kind of gotta agree. It looked rough.
He looked like my cousin, fool.
Wait, do you have a cousin with that haircut? Can we put Scar on the screen right here?
All my Mexican cousins.
Dude, he had that weird hairline haircut.
No,
like
no. He had this weird hairline.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what. I saw he looked at he looked like all the Troqueando memes and looked at the people's haircuts. All my people's haircuts, they're like, yeah, we're gonna go off that haircut, fool. He's gonna be
it's like I could just picture Bruce Banner being like, okay, so you gotta blend in while you're there. And then like he goes on the internet and he just happens to get on like of the wrong Facebook page. Yeah.
I never read any of the Scar comics.
Me either.
So I'm not super familiar with him as a character. I don't know, and of course, even if I did know in the comics, it might be totally different in the MCU. But I have no idea who the mother might be. I don't know if you guys have any clue to that.
Yeah, it's the
some chick from another planet.
Sakaar. I think it's the offspring of his Sakarian relationship that he had before she died during World War Hulk. But I want to make sure so the internet doesn't come after me on this because I haven't read World War Hulk in like.
Yeah, I knew he was from Sakaar. I just didn't know who the mother was.
They haven't shown her in the movies, at least, unless it just new.
So in World War Hulk, the Illuminati sends him to Sakaar because he is a danger, and then he ends up thriving on Sakaar, and then the leader Sakaar sends an assassin after him, which is he falls in love with her, and then they usurp the planet, and then they rule, and then everything goes to shit, and everybody dies, and then Hulk survives, and then declares war on Earth and the Illuminati. So,
gotcha.
Scar is the offspring of that.
Yeah, I downloaded. I heard a lot about the World War Hulk arc. I downloaded some of the comics on my app. I'm meaning to read them. It sounds like a cool story based on what I've heard.
It's great, and to be honest, I didn't think the animated movie of it wasn't bad either. There's an animated movie of it too that's really good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, check it out.
So unless you guys have anything else on She-Hulk, we had a few other shows going on right now. Rings of Power just wrapped up. I won't get too deep in that. I'm still an episode, maybe 2 behind on finishing that. There's been a lot of hate towards that show on the internet, and from what I've seen so far, I really enjoy it. I'm not a huge Tolkienite in that I've like read all his works and dive by his word, but I've enjoyed the show just for being entertaining, at least.
That seems to be the consensus of it, though, Ryan, is the non-Tolkien readers seem to really enjoy it. The Tolkien readers seem to take issue with it.
Gotcha.
So after episode 2, as a Tolkien reader, I made the conscious decision to just separate the book from whatever this is. And then I started enjoying it a lot more. I feel like they kind of missed the mark as far as the overall feeling of what the books entail. And I think that's a product because Amazon doesn't own all the rights to the source material. So
yeah,
they have to take these liberties. That's why the rings look different. Because you do see them eventually. And they look different than what was portrayed in the Peter Jackson film because they don't have the rights to those. So
interesting.
Yeah, so they're working with what they got, I think. So
well, I'm gonna catch up, and I feel like probably end up discussing this a little more either on the next episode or on an after hours of some sort.
A good thing that came out of it is I picked up the Silmarillion and I'm rereading it right now. So
nice.
Yeah, I picked it back up and I'm because I haven't read it since I was college, which was 16 years ago. So
God, you are old.
I am fucking ancient.
You read it when I was born.
You're 16 years old?
16 years old.
Good Lord. That's sun damage on you, man.
Wow. That doesn't make me feel better even at my actual age.
Skin condition, you know.
We all know that we're super stoked about House of the Dragon right now. We currently have 1 episode left as of this recording. And I can only imagine that will probably be the topic of our next Pubcast episode. I just watched episode 9 last night, and holy cow.
I have so much I want to talk about that.
I know. We got to save it.
Yeah, we do.
So we've been playing a ton of games lately. Lots of new games came out. I haven't seen Jay in weeks because of Overwatch 2.
It's only been out for 1 week, 2 weeks.
I've been counting the days. No, we've been playing a lot of games lately, and it's kind of all building this up for a big special event that we have coming in the month of November for Extra Life. Jay, why don't you tell us a little bit more about what that's going to be like?
I'm glad you asked. So essentially, I had a whole pitch ready. So this is the first time we're doing this tournament style thing. Before last year was my first time participating. Z invited me. He's going to get into the history of that before that in a bit. Essentially, this tournament's just going to be a tournament. Okay, guys, it's for the kids, right? So we are going to play a variety of games in this window of 24 hours. We're going to have like scheduled ones, the tournaments. I don't know, we don't have the time slots yet. But we're going to play like certain ones where those are the only time to win those games. And every other time we have these decathlon games that you can just play through at any time throughout the tournament and earn those points and become the victory. So we have a couple of different servers, Discord servers that are going to participate. By a couple, I think only 3 confirmed. 5?
5 if everything goes well.
Okay.
4 for sure. 5 if everything goes well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You always forget Z's, and he started it.
That's true.
That is okay. True. I can be fucking chopped liver over here. It's no big deal.
Well, I knew exactly which one it was, too.
It's okay. Yep. It's okay. I'm only the prime progenitor of organizing it all and everything.
In
my 10 years.
In my eyes, you're one of us. So, like, I forget the other part.
I am one of you guys. Yeah. I'm glad. That's an honor. Thank you.
I forget the other side of you.
The other side of me.
the pure side.
The one you don't show on camera. The one you don't show on camera.
No, that's what I am in Chaotic Pubcast.
Exactly.
That's the one I don't show on camera.
Yeah. It's a YouTube versus Twitch thing. It's weird.
Yeah. On YouTube, I'm a dick with you guys. On Twitch, I'm a wholesome, huggable man.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
So when is it?
It is gonna be November 8th.
That is wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's 5th, right?
That is wrong.
I am looking at October. I am looking at October. November 5th.
Yes.
I was in the wrong.
Run that back. So when is it again?
You can keep the bit. I think that was funny.
Fair enough.
Wait.
Let's get a clean one just for editing purposes.
Fine.
Hey, so when is it again?
November 5th, 2022.
Okay, now I gotta keep it.
Yeah, now you gotta keep it.
All right.
You should do it again. Could you do it again, Jay? But without it, like you got stabbed in the dick. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And so, and it's a 24-hour live stream, right?
It's gonna be 24 hours. Yes. I imagine multiple people are gonna be streaming it. It's not just gonna be one person. Different angles. I think. I mean, I will be streaming part of it as well, but I'm probably just gonna be opening up windows of what everybody is doing, and maybe I'll play something on my own too, just if nothing's going on.
I think we'll probably run it on Chaos Included as well, and just and feature different streamers on ours.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yep.
Put me Put me first on there.
Yeah, of course.
You can go first.
Only show me.
Yeah, if you're live, you're on there.
Yes. Okay.
We got you your own little channel that we're gonna put you on right there in the corner, Jay. That way everybody can see you. It's gonna be called Jay's server.
It's just Jay the whole time, and we just do like the picture-in-picture of everyone else's stream down in the corner of it. So I think it's gonna start at 1 p.m. Mountain Time.
Oh wait,
noon. So it'll be noon. It'll be noon as of right now of recording this episode. It'll be noon Mountain Standard Time, 1 p.m. your guys' time, which is Central.
1 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. Whatever, figure it out. Just show up that afternoon to the stream. Come hang out. Watch us battle some other servers and most likely win. By the way, Z is not participating in our server, so we get to fight it out man to man.
Yeah,
mano a mano.
I don't even know how much I'll be able to participate. That's the thing. It's like,
yeah, I don't think we will either.
Tell us why. Like, because this has been something you've been doing for a while.
Oh, okay, Captain Segway. I will. I will. So yeah,
I was just trying to hype you up, man.
Thanks. No, I know. I was being snarky like I do.
You wouldn't do that on Twitch.
No, I would do that on Twitch, actually. I get on my soapbox on Twitch sometimes. So Extra Life, it's not a charity that I particularly organized or created. It is an organization that I participate under. So they've been around since 2008. It upstarted when a little girl in Texas got leukemia, and they put together the fundraiser in her honor and everything. And it's snowballed since 2008. The past 15 years into this massive thing that's raised over $100 million for the Miracle Network hospitals. My involvement started when I went to the second Salt Lake Comic-Con, back when it was still called Salt Lake Comic-Con. And we were eating lunch the shitty food in the cafeteria area, and we get approached by some reps from Extra Life, and they did the whole standard, like, "Hey, you guys gamers?" And like, clearly we were a bunch of pasty white kids. Of course we were gamers. And they told us about the charity. I didn't smoke weed back then, to be honest with you. I was just a heavy drinker. But so we were like, yeah, we'll do it. So the first year I didn't even participate because I had to work, but I was the guy who showed up with breakfast the next morning for them. Then the next year we did it. We decided to just make it an annual thing amongst me and like 5 other friends. The first year we raised $60 of our own money, and we got nothing raised. The second year it kind of fell into my hands when we used my home that I was living in as the venue, and then I just kind of started organizing things through text. And then it turned into like I started organizing it. And that second year we raised 500. Year after that we raised 1,000, and then the year after that, like I took the whole reins of organizing it with my friends, and we raised 1,500, 17. Snowballed up to 4. We went down to like 2 one year, and we were like, "Ah, fuck." And then last year we raised $7,000. So we've been doing this for about 10 years, and that's awesome. It's just grown each year. And it's, quite frankly, every November now I am actually quite terrified because of how big it's gotten. And it's like the pressure of delivering every year is quite scary now. But you guys have been a huge help with the tournament and throwing that in as a suggestion. And I'll tell you, the hardest part about organizing it is nobody fucking responds when I'm trying to organize it.
Oh, yeah.
This is a call out if you're listening and he hits you up. Respond, motherfucker.
Respond, motherfucker.
Respond to my messages. It's really hard to organize this every year.
It's 3 weeks out.
It's 3 weeks out. So guys, please respond to my messages. But no, so the Miracle Network hospitals are a few children's hospitals located around the country. You could choose which hospital your donation goes directly to. Mine goes to Primary Children's Hospital, local hospital in Utah. And I'm not sure what your guys' hospital is in Texas and Arkansas.
Mine goes to Texas Children's Hospital.
Mine goes to Arkansas Children's Hospital.
Yep. That's great. Yeah. And it's a really good cause. We game for 24 hours. It's almost like a call-in telephone donation poll thing where you donate to us streaming. A lot of people do incentives. This is done internationally around the world now, and other teams that are involved. Rooster Teeth's involved. A whole bunch of like big streamers and YouTubers are, and then we have our own little corner that we carved out that's slowly grown and snowballed into this thing that everybody's involved now. And last year was kind of a big thing for me because we had people in Switzerland and Sweden and Canada and Europe and Ireland on our team and in our corner.
That's awesome.
Which was like,
how many people last year?
We had 20 people involved last year.
That's pretty awesome.
On our
for
team.
$7,000, 20 people. That's pretty crazy.
It was, it's been insane.
And not to make it about me or even about the glory, but I did get third place. But it's about the kids. But it's about the kids.
You did get, it's all about the kids, but it's also kind of a competition. Let's be real. We're gamers. I'll tell one more story about it though. I fell in love doing this. I fell in love with organizing it, and a lot of wins for me personally have happened directly because of this charity. I've met a lot of really cool people. I wouldn't have the job I have today if I didn't do this charity.
Oh wow,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like my boss, my Digit guy who's in SLG. He's my mutual friend. He started coming to and he's actually been a big contributor to us raising money every year because he's just so well networked with a lot of big donors. And then Justice Wage came in, Dustin, all the old guard from Salty Life Gamers, back when we were known as another channel called Digitwhat's, are involved. They've been a huge help in pushing it forward. I'm just the guy that legit sends group messages and rips my hair out every year. But it wouldn't be what it is without everyone involved. And I had people locally really, really fucking deliver one year where they contacted our local news team. And so they said, I thought like one reporter and a camera was going to show up to my apartment. This was like 5 years ago. I had like a crew of like 5 people in this room that I'm recording in, interviewing. And I thought they were going to interview us as a group, but no. And then I had the COO of Mountain America Credit Union in my office giving us money, donate. Like it's turned into this huge thing that I am awesome. Incredibly, it's wild. Like I'm incredibly grateful for everybody involved who has helped turn it into what it is. It wouldn't be as without everybody helping out. Legit, all the credit goes to them and you guys and everybody who shows up every year. I legit am the one that just sends the text messages out. So just want to make that very clear. So, but yeah, that's Extra Life in my history with it.
I'm looking forward to this year a ton. Last year me and Jay hopped in. You told us about it, and we joined your team. And this year, Jay came out of the gate swinging with like, we need to blow this thing and let's do a tournament. And dude, I've been stoked for it ever since he said the words. So
you guys are stoked. I am incredibly stressed out. But I have faith we can do it, and I have faith it's going to be great.
So to put you on the spot a little bit, and if you don't have a good answer, I'll cut this out. But have you kind of thought of a goal that you guys are pushing towards this year? I guess
10,000.
Y'all.
10,000.
We're pushing towards.
We are 10,000. I think I try to. I always did a shoot for the stars goal kind of a thing throughout the years. So like if we raised 600 one year, the goal was like 2,000 or 3,000. Last year I set the goal to 5,000, and we hit 7,000. So I'm like, okay. I decided to go a little bit more reasonable and attainable. So because I feel like we might get more. Because when people see you're close to the goal, donations just kind of seem to fly in a bit more.
Yeah.
So I set it at 10,000. I thought that was incredibly reasonable.
So the real goal is 20.
The real goal in my head canon, it's 20K. Yeah.
How much do we have a head start? Is there people that have already donated?
Yeah, we're at $800 already raised.
Hey, head start.
That's awesome. 3 weeks in advance. I think actually like 4 weeks in advance because you told me about that like last week.
Yeah. Like I put the people already joined the teams. I think we're at 20 people. I have our team page up.
Have people signed up? Because I guess this is an off-stream talk, but I've already dropped the links on other people's Discord, so I don't know if they've signed up already or not.
Yeah. People have signed up for the team already. We have about there's Ryan on page and Steven. There. Steven signed up too. We have roughly about 15 people signed up right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. So this is an invite if you're listening and don't already know about this, because I've talked about it a lot already off camera. You're welcome to join. You can join our team. I'll recruit you. I'll give you a bonus sign-in offer if you join Chaotic. If not, you can join the other 2 teams. I won't hold any animosity towards you. I won't rig the game and you're against you.
That being said, to be very clear though, so that's what server you want to join for the tournament.
Right.
The team page, I will put a link down below in the description, or we'll put a link down below in the description to sign up and join under our banner.
Right. So it's one big collective team. Like don't get that to
Yeah. All the money being donated and raised is going under one kind of umbrella team that obviously 100% of the proceeds go to charity. for Extra Life, and goes to those various Children's Network hospitals. However, underneath that umbrella, we will be multiple Discord servers battling it out. Not for any kind of monetary gain or anything, just more for bragging rights. And so that being said, if you're not already a member of our community, if you'd like to join, feel free to drop us a comment below saying you want to join up, and we'll definitely give you the details. And we'd love to have you there.
Yeah, check it out. Please come and see it. Ryan, before we go, do you mind if I hurry and give a quick shout out to the people who've already done early signups?
Absolutely, please do.
Cool. A few people I want to shout out for before we start are the people who signed up and helped kind of create it. I know. I got a comment for that the other day.
Stop apologizing.
Just edit out my apologies. It'll take you about 10 hours. So I'm going to give a special thanks to all the early signups and early people who've raised donations and a few people who've been involved in the charity the past 10 years. I'd like to thank Guy Warner, who has been a main progenitor of money raised.
Hell yeah.
Wager for always helping organizing it. Yep. Hell yeah. Maury Ruska, thank you for joining. Anime Lineru, thank you for joining. David Bautista, aka D-Docs. Gabrielle.
Oh, I thought it was Dave
Jay Grande. Logan Rogan, thank you for joining. Nathan Cox always comes with ideas and helping improve the charity every year. Thank you. Bonsai Bandit, aka Steven, he signed up. He hasn't done shit, though.
Yeah, I hate that
Ryan
guy.
Morrison.
Speaking of ancient people.
Speaking of ancient people, Taymation and Torin are the early signups.
I don't know who Ryan Morrison is.
Wait, I thought
Ryan Damas.
So the sign up doesn't carry over. I have to re-sign up.
Yes.
You have to, every year you have to re-sign up. But currently the link's under SLG, but I'm going to be changing the name to kind of better reflect all the servers of our team. And we're already in 518th place of all those teams. So.
Dude, seriously, awesome people that you just named. And I know I'm fairly new to it myself, Jay as well, but I couldn't be more happy to be a part of this. And I encourage everyone, even if you don't support our stream, go support your favorite streamer, go support your favorite channel for Extra Life. We encourage you, come hang out with us, of course. But it's really for the good of children who really need it. So be a part of it. It's going to be a fun weekend. November 5th at noon. Noon to noon.
At some point, November 5th to November 6th at some point.
The question is,
are tournaments, free play games? It'll be a blast.
Are you guys gonna go the full 24?
Yeah, I'm gonna try for this time. Last year I fucked up.
Well,
I don't know.
Raised a bunch of money. You're good.
So Jay's running this kind of tournament thing. I am his executive assistant. And I imagine we'll have a lot of admin tasks to do during this. So I don't know that we'll be streaming ourselves for the full 24 hours.
Yeah.
But will we be working that whole 24 hours? Probably.
Yeah. I will be live, but it will be a lot of me. Like Jay said, I'll be doing the same thing, hopping around people's streams, checking up on people. But it's fun every year. Last year I shaved my mustache off. So.
It was good. It was a good time. I remember that.
Yeah. This year I'll do mutton chops.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, unless you guys have anything else.
No.
All
right. Well, with that being said, like Z said, we'll post a link to our team for Extra Life below. You can join. You can stream, raise your own donations. You don't even have to stream. You can just pass that link out to people and tell them to give you money. It all goes to charity.
Yeah, just come play games with us. Like, you don't have to stream, play games with us, watch us. You don't have to donate any. Like, you could just show support by either telling people about it, or just come and hanging out with us. Like, it's easy peasy.
For sure.
$15 donation fee to hang out with us, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you wanna hop in and join one of our teams for the server battle. You're more than welcome to. Just drop us a comment below, and we'll definitely shoot you the details on how to join that team. Other than that, just show up, have a good time. With that, Extra Life's going to be a blast, and we're probably going to say goodnight. So make sure you follow our socials, Chaos Included TV on Instagram and Twitter, and we'll keep you posted on the events to come during that tournament, as well as all our new content we have coming for you. We've been teasing it, but I think we finally got some about to roll out. New merch coming soon. that's gonna be fun. I got some cool stuff to show y'all. All right, have a good night, guys.
See you guys.